the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. My name is Ashley. You can call me Ashley, and today we are here to discuss the reason why you are watching this video. Wait, do you know why you're watching this video? Well, I do, you tantalizing, nerdy scientist.
You're like one of those beautiful mind genius guys.
Yeah.
So sit back, buckle up, and get ready to go into warp speed as we go into the field known as genetic engineering. What if we had the power to edit out genetic diseases or enhance human abilities? That would totally slay, brah. Well, CRISPR is turning what used to be a science fiction wet dream into a very real reality. From curing diseases to targeting cancer to making it so that human beings can get rid of their genetic mutations. And agriculture has been revolutionized, farm animals are being enhanced, and the eradication of pest infections are being transformed. Yeah, CRISPR is a game changer. CRISPR is an acronym that stands for Clustered, Regularly, Interspaced, Short Palindromic Repeats. I had to read it. Say that 5 times fast.
No! God, please, no! No!
It's basically a gene editing tool. CRISPR kind of acts like molecular scissors, so it allows scientists to get in there and manipulate, cut out, add in all different types of sequences in the DNA genome. So here's how it works. A guide RNA is created to be complementary to the DNA sequence that a scientist wants to alter. And basically, it helps the Cas9 enzyme to be guided to the exact locus on the chromosome where they want this to occur. So the gRNA is like a scaffold that binds to the Cas9 enzyme and the target sequence that can go precisely where they want it in the DNA genome. So this Cas9 enzyme breaks the backbone of the DNA and inserts a repair segment and makes it so that it can knock in a new sequence. And knocking in this new sequence is extremely promising for all of these genetic mutations that rely on one single genetic mutation. Things like sickle cell, muscular dystrophy, and cystic fibrosis are all on deck for CRISPR technology to help out. And when it comes to polygenetic diseases like cancer or HIV, well, CRISPR is hopeful in beefing up the body's natural defenses by editing immune cells to then target these cancerous cells. I mean, it also posits that this technology can alter the molecular entrance of HIV into T cells, preventing infection altogether. There's also been speculation as to editing out these issues in the embryos and genetically modifying humans before they're even born. Did some red flags just start waving? We'll talk about that soon. Genetic engineering has also played a huge role in agriculture. It's helping to eradicate the need for pesticides and herbicides by making them more resistant and making them more drought tolerant or taking more nutrients up from the soil. There's also been genetic engineering when it comes to farm animals that are used for milk and helping them to become more modified so that they also have higher nutrient content. And when it comes to pest control, CRISPR is actually being used to modify the mosquito itself so that they cannot transmit malaria as easily. I mean, yes. Scientists can introduce a gene drive into the mosquito population so that the sexual nature of each mosquito is more driven to be male because males don't bite and they don't transmit infection. And another fascinating movement called Mice Against Ticks, adorable, is being put out by MIT on the East Coast. They are attempting to stop the spread of a tick-borne illness known as Lyme disease. And the tick actually acquires this bacteria from the wild white-footed mouse. So they posit to use CRISPR to gather a bunch of these wild mice, alter their genes, and then go ahead and release them out into the population, as they will not even be able to harbor that bacteria to begin with. And then the ticks, when they bite, do not have the bacteria to transmit to humans. And that is awesome, because Lyme disease frickin' sucks. And that, my fellow nerdlings, is just the tip of the CRISPR iceberg. And you might be thinking, this is good. This is groundbreaking. This is exciting. But this is also kind of complicated, and it could be used for really terrible things. Like, what happens when we start editing human embryos? Is it ethical to allow people to have designer babies? Or what about the unintended consequences of altering ecosystems on our planet? I mean, is there a chance that this could fuel biological warfare? These are the concerns that lurk in the shadows of CRISPR technology. In the next podcast, we will dive deep into these concerns, into these ethically challenging, these complicated, these messy situations that CRISPR could get us into. So stay tuned, because trust me, we are going real deep. And until the next episode, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.